Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Disney Morning Show, starring Doobie and Kyle. Starring sounds like a wrong word for that. Morning edition. We should start doing an evening edition, and then that would make sense.
No, we're trying to be like NPR. We have All Things Considered, except that it's just merchandise and only on Tuesdays, and we call it Barely Necessities.
We are nothing like NPR. My name is Doobie Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. That's Kyle Burbank. He is the managing editor here at Laughing Place. And let's say a hello to Gio, who not only is he still awake right now, he actually watched on replay Disney Trivia Live because he had to work. And it's kind of fun to watch Gio live commenting on Disney Trivia Live as he's watching a replay.
I don't think I've ever watched a time-shifted DTL unless you're like, oh, you have to see this one clip or something. But I have watched Parks Talk, and it is incredibly frustrating when I want to comment and realize that it will do me no good because the show is no longer on.
Yeah, I can imagine. Apparently, it is evening edition in Spain, so that's pretty awesome. Thank you, Andrew España, for joining us from Spain. Appreciate that. And yes, Gio, we are planning you to plan a 50th birthday cruise for yourself that we will all come and join you on. So please get on it. I want. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, we may, if you can get a group of like 50, we'll all chip in to pay for your cruise.
I'll buy you a soft drink.
Very good. But Gio, make this happen. Make this happen. Salutations to you, Fred Ramirez. As everyone can see, we are live. So if you're in the comments, or if you're in the chat, feel free to, if you're watching, feel free to chat, leave a comment, and we'd love for you to participate. And if you really like us, feel free to join and get one of these cool little symbols by your name like Gio has and access to some.
It looks cooler on the actual YouTube platform, but it looks all right on StreamYard.
The first one of these restreamers that is able to actually show the YouTube emojis will be they're going to be wait, I gotta go, I got a project to work on. So that's a joke because I want to be that first person. So Gio is a member. If you'd like to be a member, there's a join button there. The lower level gets you these emojis. The higher level gets you access to the Discord where you can talk to other members and us, the LP team, as we hang out in there all day long and talk Disney, football, and anything else that strikes us. So all you members out there, we appreciate you very much.
It seems like you should be able to like natively upload your emojis to the service and then just like have it attached so it could like connect the dots.
Yeah, I'm sure it could. Just like I said, I got a project to work on.
I thought you meant that when you said you got to go, I was like, oh no, do I have to sit here and read comments for 5 minutes by myself again?
I was about to panic. Okay, at this point, I am planning for a Liberty Bell around the rivers of America Magic Kingdom. Not the kind of cruise we're talking about. Sorry about that, Gio. You can do better.
You might want to move that up, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if that'll be around for your 50th.
All right, here we go. All right, our stock price today, not too different than our stock price yesterday. It is $92.77. Still, it looks like it closed at $92.86 yesterday. So not doing too bad over the past month. Let's look at that 5 year. Oh, yeah, for the 5 year, it's doing very poorly. But for the past year, it's doing very poorly. But for the past month, it's doing pretty well. So our lesson to you is don't look too far back in the future.
Like I was saying yesterday, we'll see what happens with the potential rate cut because the market's kind of expecting 0.5 point right now. And so if it's only 1/4 point, it'll probably be, it'll go down. And I also am hoping for 0.5 point because I would like to refinance my mortgage.
Kyle, always looking out for number one. That's why he has so much money at 30. All right, Ethan time.
Good morning and welcome to another LP Disney weather report as I continue my hold-in. Came in from a rainy Thursday on the avenue. Thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the lights, the TV, and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you. What has happened to it all? Crazy, some say. Where is the life that I recognize? Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will basically repeat yesterday, reaching a high of 74 with an evening low of 63. Walt Disney World will top out at 91 degrees today, although that will feel like 99. Also, storm chances arrive later than usual, possibly showing up around dinner time. Castaway Cay will be around 83 today with overcast skies, while Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will be slightly warmer at around 86. Disneyland Paris is once again enjoying a clear, cool night in the 60s. Perfect hoodie weather. Tokyo will be partly cloudy to start the day and make it up to 88 before isolated thunderstorms move in. By the way, that 88-degree high equates to a heat index of 100. Shanghai is in for a wet one tomorrow, with rain chances starting in the early morning and continuing all day, with some thunderstorms mixed in during the afternoon. Through it all, they'll reach a high of 87. Lastly, Hong Kong will be mostly cloudy and stay in the upper 80s for most of the day. And that will do it for another Disney Weather Report. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
I feel like he needs to save those songs to the end, because when he does the song and I'm trying to place it and then I have to not listen to the rest of it so I can fix the song.
Did you figure it out or did you have to Google?
I had to Google Ordinary World. That last line is so iconic, but I just couldn't get there. Yes, thank you, Nikki B, who is now purple, apparently. We couldn't tell that from this icon, but Gio has let us know purple means that you are on your second month, right?
Yep, that's the 2-month one. And give us ideas for what you want to see in subsequent months, because all we have ideas is colors. So maybe let me know what color you want next. I'm open to suggestions here.
Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see?
Yeah, I'm going to have a Cosmo Kramer icon. I might get sued, but we'll see.
YouTube's pretty stickler about those things. Might not happen. All right, we are very excited to have a special guest with us today. And I presume our special, he's ready. He's coming to us live from my favorite spot, under a Skyliner. How you doing, Jeremiah?
Doing well. I thought you would enjoy this, Doobie.
This is Jeremiah Good. He is our East Coast correspondent. And first of all, any shirt needs to be mentioned?
It does. Courtesy of Roosevelt's. A beautiful Marvel Heroes and Villains shirt. Kind of goes along. Sorry, I'm in the shade. I'm trying to keep my phone from overheating because, as Ethan said, it's hot here.
So we have a couple things we want to talk to Jeremiah about, including Heroes and Villains. But first, we want to talk to him about Agatha. Jeremiah, how much has Agatha All Along have you been able to see? First of all, I'm going to tell you this is 100% spoiler-free. It debuts tonight on Disney Plus, right?
Yes.
So and also, he did not see this as a media screening, so he is not subject to any embargo. And if he were, this is a social reaction.
So, no spoilers whatsoever, but you've seen the first 2 episodes?
Yes, they had D23 had a screening all across the U.S. last night, and I was lucky enough to see the first 2 episodes here at Disney Springs at the AMC. And I will say that this show is a great continuation of WandaVision. Like, the first episode, and again, spoiler-free, is very WandaVision-ish. And then the second episode really kicks into what we expect from the rest of the series.
What can you, without spoiling, what can you tell us? Maybe the mood of it, the tone?
I've heard that the first episode's kind of the way that WandaVision paid homage to certain TV shows. This may be a more recent television show. Is that correct, Jeremiah?
It is very correct. And that was kind of after the first episode, I looked at the people around me and I went, people are going to react to this just like they do with WandaVision, where if they don't stick with it, they'll think it's the dumbest thing in the world.
So you tell me I should not have given up on WandaVision as early as I did?
No, WandaVision is one of the best series out there. This is following right up. The first episode is very much the feel of WandaVision, where it is the actual based on a TV show or a series. And then towards the end of that, things start to break down and you start to get the feel of what's happened to Agatha over the past 3 years since she's been trapped in Westview. Thank you.
Cool. Anything else? Like I said, we want to make sure we keep this ultra spoiler free. Anything else you wanted to mention about it?
I don't think it's a spoiler, because if it is, you just don't know your movies. There is an excellent reference to Wizard of Oz in the first episode that I think everybody in our audience, maybe 10% got. So it's not a spoiler, but it's something to keep an ear out for.
And what is this you're sending me, Carl?
So with Agatha, so as a reminder, they're doing things a bit differently. Normally, when they announce a release date, they release the show 6 p.m. the day previous, occasionally. This time, it's 6 p.m. today. Today's the release day. It's coming out at 6 p.m. Pacific. And then as part of that, on Disney Plus, if you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you have early access to some new merchandise on Disney Store, including that that's a Roosevelt's hoodie that's available for pre-order there on the right. And yeah, so there's ears, a new tumbler, some T-shirts, a sweatshirt. And I think they'll eventually be available to everyone. But right now you have to be a Disney Plus subscriber, which is, very high bar in order to get this merchandise.
Hey, it's getting there.
That's a good point. Any suggestions, Kyle, for how people should get to this site? Should they just go directly to DisneyStore.com, or is there a better way?
A link that Judy dropped in and use that, and through Walking Place, it doesn't change your pricing at all, but it gives we get a little commission, and we appreciate your support.
Thank you for your support. All right, Jeremiah, you got to do something else. And I feel like maybe our Marvel guy is not as accessible anymore. He's got some family stuff going on. I feel like we should start having Jeremiah come on Thursdays to give us an Agatha update after he sees the episode. Maybe we can do that.
I'm up for that. I know that our Marvel guy may be really busy coming up pretty soon.
Football picks and Marvel recaps.
Yeah.
We're the
Thursdays are set.
We know our demo.
Thursdays are set. We don't have to think anymore. Okay, Jeremiah, you also got to go see a Heroes and Villains. Why don't you describe what it is while I prepare something here?
So it's one of the Walt Disney Archives exhibits, the Heroes and Villains.
Two of them.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. It's two of them put together, but they treat it as one for this, and hopefully going forward it will become one. But
like the Spice Girls.
So in Arlington, Texas, the Walt Disney Archives has been trying to move their exhibits around as much as possible. And it seems like they keep announcing new ones. I just saw one that's open in, I believe, South Carolina. It's Star Wars based that I hadn't heard anything about. This one is the Heroes and Villains, the Art of the Costume. It has costumes that go all the way back to the Black Hole and Return to Witch Mountain, and all the way up to, that's the Hocus Pocus 2 costumes. And this is the Cinderella workshop that showcases all the live action Cinderellas that have been going on since the Brandy one that was on The Wonderful World of Disney in the late 90s, was that? I don't remember what year that actually was.
Yeah, it was in the 90s. You can watch it on Disney Plus now. The Rogers and
Unlike Condor Man. Cinderella. Not Condor Man, though.
No.
Condor Man. Marcy's Moms and Rogers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, we got those.
Yes. So yeah, the costume exhibit originated at the D23 Expo in 2019. So if you were out there for that, you got to see it. This is now its 5th iteration, and for this one, they put it with the crown, all the glitters, crown jewels. The crown jewels of the Walt Disney Archives. Sorry, all the glitters, the crown jewels of the Walt Disney Archives. I wasn't going to get it wrong again, which is essentially jewelry and this giant crown that are from different Disney, Fox, Star Wars, Marvel, and Muppets. So it's a great exhibit. It complements the Heroes and Villains perfectly. The only downside is you have to spend an entire day there. And that's not a downside any way other than sarcastically. The crown jewels, I didn't get a chance to actually see everything because they gave us a 2-hour presentation or a 2-hour window with 2 presentations, which we have those videos up on our YouTube channel. Plus, you got to go into both the exhibits. And I kind of ran through the exhibits twice, just trying to get some highlight pictures. One of the best pictures, or one of the best things that's in the crown jewels, other than that giant crown that's from Disneyland's 50th anniversary, it was on the Sleeping Beauty Castle. They have Ben Grimm's watch from the Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer on display. And it's just such the weird thing to have. But it's so large, it stands out against all the other wristwatches in that display.
Cool. And that's in Arlington, not too far from Cowboy Stadium, you said, right?
You can walk to Cowboy Stadium, and it's just down the road from Six Flags Over Texas, if you happen to be there in the 10 minutes that's open during the weekend.
If the Cowboys are getting blown out at halftime again, you can just walk over and go to the museum instead.
You're bored. You just want to go do that. And it runs through the end of March of next year. So you have plenty of time if you want to go see a Cowboys game and go see that. Or if you just want to go see that and not pay for the Cowboys ticket.
And I've only been to that stadium one time. We just drove by it while we were driving cross country to California, but I do remember there's a Panera Bread across the street. So if you're hungry, Jeremiah, why are you at Disney World today?
I am here. Everybody who knows me knows I love the Voice of Liberty. And one of my friends who's actually in the Voice of Liberty gave me a little bit of a scoop that they're adding a new song. That's all I know. I know no details. I don't know who it was. It was an anonymous text. And at their upcoming set, there will be a brand new song. So we'll have the video of that up later on today.
Is there any truth to the rumor that this song will be Baby Got Back?
I cannot confirm or deny that.
All right. So you will be videoing this and getting this up on our YouTube later, a brand new song from Voice of Liberty, if this turns out to be true?
Well, no matter what, it will be up later on, yes.
Okay.
Can we place bets on what we think it could be?
Go for
Sure.
it.
Well, I know that right now they're celebrating Hispanic History Month, or I don't remember the exact terminology. But yeah. I'm going to go with Remember Me.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's kind of how I was leaning, because when I saw them the other day, when it's Latin Heritage and Mexican Independence Day was on the 16th.
Right.
I kind of felt that they needed to add something like that to their repertoire. It would be a fun ad. And then at some point, them and the Mariachi Cobre could come and play together.
I'm gonna say then in that vein, it's going to be We Don't Talk About Bruno. Okay. Same vein, a little more fun.
The only thing that I could see a problem with both of those is it's Voice of Liberty in the American Adventure.
America loves those movies. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did they not come out in America? I swear I saw it in California.
No, but they do, they will do, because it's a Walt Disney classic or now a Pixar classic, that's their way of tying it in. So we will see. And like I said, the video should be going over as soon as I'm done with it, and then it will be up as soon as Kyle can upload it.
All right. Well, thanks, Jeremiah. I appreciate you taking time out to join us. I hope you get to ride on that incredible attraction going over your shoulder later today.
I'm going to head over to the studios at some point, so I will send you a video of that. Thank
you very much. Jeremiah Good, everyone.
I'll see you next Thursday.
Exactly. Next Thursday. Stay tuned to our, wrong button. Stay tuned to our Twitter. How do I get rid of this guy? And see Jeremiah let you know, show you what he's doing.
You need to switch back to StreamYard on your other show so that you remember how to use it for this show.
Oh, I'm no better on that one.
Oh, I know. Maybe you shouldn't have split your focus. You should have just hunkered down.
Think back a year ago to all we had with StreamYard. Was I any better at this?
Occasionally. You remembered how to start the show.
All right, moving right along. Well, it's been too long since I've done this show. I've been in the studio working on a song, like a theme song for us. It's not done yet, but I'm really hoping it happens. So.
Are you incorporating mornings here, the mornings here?
I am not, because I don't want to get copyright stricken. All right, Kyle. Let us, as we show this teaser, you tell us what is new.
Okay, so they just gave a couple more details on Jollywood Nights. So this is a fun, retro, because, it's supposed to be like old Hollywood and stuff. So this is like a film reel, and they just kind of show some sneak peeks at, there's a lot of returning entertainment, but then they talked about this skating show. You'll have a couple Disney songs. They have like Be Our Guest was one of them. I already forgot what the other one is. But then, the other thing that they announced for Jollywood Nights is that the exit gift this year will be a set of, from, I think Wonder Maid is the company that makes them, but they're champagne flavored marshmallows.
Oh, wow.
I hit marshmallow instead of mellow for some reason. It is correct, but still wrong.
6 champagne flavored Wonder Maid marshmallows in a Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy box is what the exit gift will be. And hey, you're gonna see all my.
I like the insight of Doobie's. I wonder what's the Reed Justin Kelly clip.
That's a good
Hover
question.
for the title.
Oh, 9/11.
wow.
Yeah, that one's steep. So I have like my happy. I have two YouTubes, my happy one and my not so happy one, and somehow this crossed over into my
Yeah, see,
happy one.
when I want to watch videos that I don't want to affect my algorithm, incognito.
But see, I'm a member. I pay for YouTube Premiere, so I like to get it
I
without
will
the
watch
ad.
the commercial to keep it out of my algorithm, or you go back and you can erase your history.
Oh no, I have a different YouTube to keep stuff out of my algorithms. Just sometimes I mess up because we have family premium YouTube. So I have one for family stuff and one for my all the true crime I like to listen to as I go to sleep every night, and plane disasters and stuff like that. All right, so that is Jollywood Nights. Which what are the dates? I forgot to note the dates. When does that start?
They start in November and they go through December on select nights. You can buy your tickets online.
November 9th through December 21st. Jollywood Nights. They're also going to have a new Pixar themed dance party, and you can see the Mandalorian in Galaxy's Edge. All right, by far the most exciting news of the morning, and it's not even close.
Oh yeah. That's why I was surprised when I went to your show doc and saw it wasn't on there. That looks bad. It's not. That's a celebration. The Disney Treasure is going. It's leaving the warehouse and it's going to go make sure it's seaworthy.
Fun fact: ships are created in a warehouse. That's right. Some people call it a shipyard. Yeah. So the Disney Treasure has left the shipyard, does its sea trials, and then it heads over to California, to the United States East Coast, and it has its maiden voyage over Christmas, but surely there will be many preview and media voyages before that.
There will be, and don't call me Shirley.
So very exciting. It is floating. You do all that work in the shipyard, and then yes, it floats. Can you imagine you do all that, and then they forgot something and it doesn't float? So nope, it floats. It's good. It's exciting. So the shipyard itself, I believe, put out this video. It's a very long live stream they did of it. So you can go check that out on YouTube if you want to watch the 2-hour. I would be one of those people. You can see in this shot that you could go there and watch it happen. I most definitely would have been watching it happen if I were in Germany. I would have been looking forward to this day. A brand new cruise ship. Yes.
One of several. We're going to get up to 13 by the time we're done.
It's a girl. By 2031. That is crazy. All right. We don't have Luke with us because he is having a good time. We'll talk about exactly what he's doing in a little bit, but we do have a little bit of Doctor Who news we're going to share here. So I'm going to hit this button and hit that button and then hit that button. No more ad. All right. So I did that thing I talked about.
Nice.
So this is Archie Punjabi, and she is going to be the new villain in Doctor Who next season. She is known for being a star in something called Under the Bridge. What is Under the Bridge? I'm not familiar
with
that.
Hulu series. I believe we might have recaps on our site. But yeah, it's a Hulu show. I honestly don't know much about it. Don't know much about her, but we also don't know much about the villain that she'll be playing. But she will be on next season with Shruti Gatwa as the Doctor once again. And those will be they premiere on BBC and then immediately come to Disney Plus in America.
I know Under the Bridge. I haven't watched it, but I've been very interested in it. I should check it out. Let's see. Oh, I can put that here. And one other thing I wanted to mention I divide this into top stories that are happening now, and then reviews, and then the rest, and then around LP. So this is the last item in the top story and happening now, and that is that Assembled, the making of WandaVision, is now available on YouTube. You've probably seen it already. It's already on Disney Plus. It's already on the Blu-ray, but you can now watch it on YouTube. Have you seen this, Kyle?
I have. I mean, we watched it when it first came out, talked about it on Zacks of Live or Zacks of Life at the time. And it's really interesting, except it does what all of the Assembleds do, which is they somehow decide not to talk about like the most interesting aspects of this show, probably because they think maybe these would air on something kind of like as a preview and they don't want to spoil everything. But it's really frustrating because you want to hear more about those aspects, but still a fun watch, especially for this. Could see how they did all those television setups and stuff like that.
And so it's about an hour long. And of course, WandaVision introduced the Agatha character to our Disney Plus universe. So perfect thing to get you ready for Agatha All Along.
Do you remember what the name that we were first introduced to Agatha as? Because she was Agatha for most of the show.
I don't remember.
Agnes.
Oh, dang it. And despite what I told Jeremiah, I did actually watch all of WandaVision. It's very good. It's very good. Can't say the same for all of the Disney Plus shows, but that one I stuck all the way through. All right, we have come to the review section of our show. We have no new reviews on our site since yesterday, but last night ABC premiered a new, I guess you would call it a crime procedure with a slightly light tone, whose name is not coming to me right now, and I am ill prepared. Thank you very much. High Potential. So,
did you watch it?
I did watch it. I forgot I wanted to talk about it, so I am, in the words of Madame Leota, ill-prepared right now. So let me quickly get prepared.
Kind of the theme of the show. You should work that into the theme that you're writing.
So High Potential premiered yesterday.
Can I back up for a second? This theme song, you said you're writing it. I assume someone's brother is producing it?
Proprietary.
Okay.
Proprietary information. Very proprietary information. So it stars Caitlin Olsen, who I still have not found out if she is an Olsen sister or related.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Probably even spelled differently, but I don't.
OLSON? Okay. Anyway, this is High Potential. It stars Caitlin Olsen. She stars as a single mom of 3 children who is just trying to make her way in the world. She's a cleaning lady, actually. But she has a mind unlike any other, where she just notices details that no one else notices. You've seen this kind of thing before. Monk.
In between the lines, there's a lot of obscurity.
Monk, Psych, Columbo to an extent. One of those kind of shows.
Mentalist.
She's got one.
The Mentalist.
Yes, The Mentalist. Lisbeth, which this actually, to me, this is a cross between Lisbeth and Poker Face. Was that the name of the show from?
The Natasha Lyonne?
Yeah. It's kind of a cross between that. It's certainly nowhere near as gritty and hardcore as Poker Face, but she has a little more of that feel to her, but with the mind of Lisbeth, and the show kind of has that tone. So I really think that's a good description of it. And the first episode was obviously getting to see how she comes to work for the police. You know, by the end of it, okay, I'll take the job, that kind of thing.
You mean it's pilot? Yeah.
But just thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm a huge fan of Lisbeth, and this fills the void while we wait for season 2 of that. I liked it a lot. Looking forward to it. Check it out. Give it a shot. This is the kind of show we like to see on network TV. So go support it. Let's see. That's my review of that. All right. The Rest. So are you a Lego fan, Kyle?
Yes. We used to buy sets like every year for Christmas, and we kind of stopped that just because we didn't have all the room. But I still enjoy them, and I like building them.
So this is the highly detailed Jabba's sail barge. You recognize it obviously from Return of the Jedi.
We're getting a firm no on the Kate Olsen, by the way.
Okay. Who said? Oh, she has not really. Thank you, Fred Ramirez. Appreciate your help. And from Gio as well. That is a very firm no. When 2 people say it, that is a very firm no. All right. Are you familiar with this set, Kyle, at all?
A little bit. It looks huge, as it should, because it is Jabba's barge. And I think they might have had a smaller set before, and this is like, their upscale, pun intended, version that I don't know how many pieces it has, but yeah, it looks like a lot. It's going to be very detailed. You'll be able to see into the different areas of the barge and everything. And of course, it comes with a bunch of fun minifigs. So yeah, it looks like a pretty cool set. It
is 3,942 pieces, 30 inches long. This, for scale, this guy right here is 9 feet tall. So that gives you some idea of how huge this set is.
So is that like 350?
30 inches long, and it comes out in October. So
does it have a price?
Does not have a price, I don't think.
Okay.
It says it releases in October. Yeah, releasing this October. We should... 11 minifigs are included. Unfortunately, it does not give us a price at this time, but as soon as that info is available, you can bet we'll have it here on LP. And speaking of LP, a lot is going on around here. We have now reached the around LP section of our show, including Mike Celestino does something. You know, when you tell people what you do for a living, and you get to say, you know what I do for a living? I build Lego and film it and put it up and get paid. So Mike Celestino has a
barge is $500.
Oh, we do have a price. That's all?
$499.99 coming October 6th.
Wow. So this set is Jedi Bob Starfighter. This is from Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. And Mike Celestino got one of them, and he did a full build of it. You can watch it on our YouTube. Amazingly, it took him only 16 minutes to build. He moves his hands really, really fast. So go check that out if you are of a mind to. Also around LP, we've got Luke is in Tokyo right now. Kyle, what is Luke doing?
He is going to, I think the new fireworks show is starting up this week. So he's over there for his very first time, which is why he's tweeting so enthusiastically. To show the dedication, how excited he was for this, he flew on that 14-hour flight or whatever it was, and then went and bought one of their after 5 p.m. tickets to check out the park before he spends several more days there. And he's also going to go into the city as well. I made sure I told him, like, you can't just go to the parks. You have to go into the city of Tokyo. So he's set some time aside for that. And yeah, so he's just been sharing his thoughts. And then he's going to be getting all sorts of footage of what's new to him, and just capturing the amazing park that it is.
So stay tuned to our Twitter for the next few days while Luke shows off the fun stuff he gets. So one guy gets to say, oh, I build Lego. And he goes, I go to Tokyo Disney Sea. So not a bad way to make a living.
Price was in the article all along, by the way.
It was? So my mistake is I searched on the word price. I should have searched on the dollar sign, and then I probably would have found it, right?
I guess so, but I'll probably reorder it anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. Disney Trivia Live was last night. Hope you got to watch. If you didn't, it's still on our YouTube channel. We had a lot of fun. We did an all crowdsourced, which is kind of like Family Feud, and then we did an all unscramble, where you had to unscramble movie titles. You need to write down who our winners were. I don't remember who our winners were. Wait, did you win one of them, Kyle?
I did well. I might have placed last for crowdsource because y'all are crazy.
Which one of the crowdsources did you think was the dumbest?
Oh, that's a steep competition.
I did too. I agree. There's some not too
there's
bright.
Some like I knew Guardian Grill wasn't going to win. I will say, when it got down to the Epcot, because I saw how things were going. So when we got to the Epcot things, I'm like, these rubes are going to choose food and wine, but at this point, I'm not going to win anyway. I'm going to go with my heart and went Flower and Garden, and that was finally I got it right.
So crowdsources Family Feud. The Flower and Garden, which is Epcot's best festival. The other was
because
best
it has
dining,
all the food and wine.
Dining.
Like there's like it's a different themed food and wine, but it's still like
right. Now I used to say food and wine, but you're right. All the festivals now are food and wine, but the rest are food and wine plus.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, the people who like to be inebriated still tend to go to food and wine. So that detracts from those, and the others
they don't want to puke on the pretty flowers.
So definitely, a Festival of the Arts is my favorite because they have that incredible avocado toast over by Test Track. All right, so that's Disney Trivia Live. That's our recap. And anything else going on? What are anybody else in the field today doing anything fun?
Well, Mike Celestino is going to be at Disneyland. We might have a walk and talk from there later today. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Agatha debuts tonight, so we'll have our review as well as recaps of those 2 episodes and probably some other content revolving that. Josh D'Amaro is going to be giving a speech about Disney storytelling at an event somewhere in the United States. I can't really remember where. It doesn't really have anything to do with, it's not a Disney event. It's something about like marketing, but he's going to talk about Disney storytelling. So we have someone there that'll be doing coverage of that. And yeah, so just keep an eye on laughingplace.com and our Twitter, and you'll be well served.
All right. So one more quick thing. So we've become a little more discerning with this day in Disney history, kind of keep it short. We're only hitting the 5s and the 10s, and there were none this year. Today. So I found no 5 or 10 year anniversaries worth mentioning. So instead, we are going to do On this day in 2016, Gideon and family went to Disney California Adventure. That's all.
Wow. Like the drop off from, oh, well, there's nothing to celebrating a 5 or 10. So instead of giving a real anniversary of anything, you talk about a park you've been to hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Cool.
Even by then, he had been there hundreds of times.
If I just guessed on this day in X year that you went to a park, especially if it's before, when you lived in Southern California, I'd have a pretty good time. Which on this day, you probably went to Disneyland too. Who knows what year? Maybe in 1992, you probably went to the park.
Let me go to my Google Photos here. What is today? 9/18/20.
I don't know if this would have been from before you had digital photos. I'm talking about your corner days. You would have, by default, been at Disneyland on this day.
Let me look at. So 2022, nothing Disney. 2023, nothing Disney. 2021. Oh, we did a Disney Trivia Live that day. That's Disney. 2020 didn't take a single picture on September 18th, 2020. Oh, that was kind of a dead year. 2019, that looks like we went to Spirit Halloween. Nothing in 2018.
2016, we all know about this big DCA trip.
2016. Hey, look, we're at California Adventure.
Imagine that.
Oh, we went with friends. Oh, I went to a very cool event on this day in 2016. It was political related, so I am not going to alienate anyone and say what it was, but it was a very cool event. 2015, nothing. 2014, nothing. Man, this is a dead time. September's dead. Oh, 2013, we were still in California. We were packing up. We were leaving in a month, so a lot of backing going on. We were still in Florida, I mean. 2012, we were at, where is this place? We were at Hollywood Studios. See, it's been 12 years since we were at a Disney World park on this day. All right, I'm going to stop there. Thank you. Thank you, Gio.
At least that you took photos of. You could possibly go to a Disney park and not take a photo.
I do not believe that is possible. Okay. I try to make a habit of always just snapping a picture when I go somewhere, just so for this reason I know, oh yeah, this is the day we did that. So, because film is really, really cheap now. So 2011, we were at ESPN Wide World of Sports for some reason. Was that like the World Cup? I know we went there to watch the World Cup at some point.
I have no idea, dude.
Oh, 2010, we were at the Walt Disney World Speedway. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, sorry. It's turned into vacation slides without the actual slides, by the way. Somehow worse.
All right. Thank you for...
That's why you pay us your money to join our YouTube, and
you can be a part of our family.
You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna select all the things you just talked about. Okay, well, you showed one here, but you're gonna share some of those photos in our exclusive Discord.
That's true. That's a good point. I got to do that now.
Show notes section.
So if you're a member, go check that out. If you're not a member, congratulations. You saved yourself. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. We will be talking Agatha. We will be making our weekly football picks.
Yeah.
And
new segment alert.
If you want to pick with us, we'll tell you how. Just be here tomorrow. And until then, thanks for joining us. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.